Hey, what's up guys? Back here with a commentary. What you just saw was the first working set of 8 reps with 185. I'm doing 3 sets total, and I'm keeping the form as strict as possible. I really want to keep the elbows as close to my core as possible without flaring out too much because I don't want to engage my anterior delts. And I am locking out and working the triceps, but that's alright because they're part of the exercise. That's why it's a compound movement, and it's excellent for building that chest. Next exercise, I am working with a incline dumbbell press, getting that pectoral major, and I'm working with 55 pounds here. I normally start with 50, and then I got these pretty good, and I'm going down, touching the side of my chest, getting that full range of motion and not collecting the weights at the top, really keeping the tension constant. I did go up to 65 pounds, and my goal was 8 reps. However, I was really grinding out the last 2, so I only got 7, unfortunately. And after that exercise, I did go up to 70 pounds, but my goal was for 6 reps, and I got those 6 reps pretty good. So that's nice, and that was a really awkward pickup there. Kicking it off. I noticed a couple times I go cross-eyed, which is great. I never knew about that. And like I said, you can see the dumbbell coming down to the side, and just kind of quickly tap and go, and gain that exercise. And you'll notice the grinding ones coming up real shortly. I'm just gonna, there it is, beautiful. Yep, definitely gonna drop the weight next time and get those reps. Here I'm gonna do a incline dumbbell pullover. This really helps stretch up the pectoral major, again the upper portion of the chest. And you get the full benefit of this exercise when you pull over. You're going to really contract the chest, squeeze the chest to get the benefit of this exercise. If not, you're really just working out your latissimus dorsi or your lats, and that's not what I want to do. So again, focusing on there, and you notice that I have a pretty big arc in my back, and I believe the curvature of my spine is called lordosis, and basically it just curves right there at the bottom and gives me quite a large posterior. And I definitely have to think about that while I'm working out and engage my core to keep that just more straight. Here, I am noticing, I'm using 60 pounds. I normally do 65, but I am noticing my butt come off the bench quite a bit, and that's not good. So I'm going to either A, take the exercise more slowly, or drop the weight, and really focus on squeezing the chest. And if you drop the weight, that's fine. Just go ahead and add a few more reps, because my end goal is hypertrophy, and I just want to look like I lift a lot. So that's the goal. Here, the next exercise you see me doing is a incline machine press. It's one of the hamstrings. I really love this because you're able to isolate your pecs, and by that I mean you can push with one side without having to move the other side of the weight. And I start with 45 on each side, coming down there, and I'm doing 10 reps here, and my eyes are kind of all over the place because I told them to stand in front of me, record, and I didn't know where to look. I was like, do I look at the camera? And I was like, no, that's not good, that's kind of weird. And then there was a clock right above us, and I was like, do I stare at the clock? And I didn't know where to look, so I'm all over the place. And the next set, I added 25 pounds on each side, and then I repped out for 8 reps, and then the third set, I did add 10 pounds next side, and I went to 6 to 8 reps, and I believe I got 7 on each side, so I was okay with that. It's great. And I'm noticing I'm having some chins come out. I haven't seen those chins before, but because I can't see myself, but they're there, which is okay. And moving on though, going into a more of an incline, well not incline, excuse me, a higher up chest fly, or however you want to call it, cable flies, however be it, potato. And I'm coming and I'm pulling over on each hand. What this does, and on the side that goes over the hand, it really squeezes that a little bit more. And I'm going for 10 to 12 reps, and then after that I'm going for a couple touch and goes. And I wasn't able to record the second set, the third, or the fourth set. I did go up and weight each time. And that's because some of the staff came up and told me that I couldn't record, but I'll explain that in the next clip.
Okay, so sorry for this is a bumpy video. Me and my friend Greg, who's actually the one who records the videos for me, we're in his Mustang and you feel every bump. But the reason for the location switch is because I was recording at my school's rec center, and one of the staff came by and told me that I couldn't record because it's a liability thing for anyone in the shot. And, you know, I'm gonna probably just blur them out. But so now all the videos are going to be shot at the location you see in the second half of the video. So just a quick thing, you know, explaining why the switch in scenes, and I'm sure Greg has a lot to say about it, but that's the switch, and so that's where all the videos will be at from now on.
So yeah, it's unfortunate that I can't record there at my school's rec anymore, but I totally understand the liability of having people in the background of the clips. And that's fine. This is the second location. This is where the videos, like I said, will be at now. I kind of prefer it. It's less crowded and it's a lot of old people. Super friendly atmosphere. But I am doing a close grip bench press, and I'm focusing on the lockout portion of this to really emphasize my tricep. I'm bringing it down to the bottom of my sternum and pulling it up. But I am noticing towards the end of this set that my elbows are flaring out, and I don't want to do that, so I'm definitely going to need to drop the weight. And on the third set, I did drop the weight. Instead of having 45 on each side, I went down to 35, and then I finished repping it out and kept the form nice and strict, because I really want to focus on the tricep. You know, you are working chest, but it's more when you get the closer in, it's more tricep dominant. Next exercise, I am going into a French press. It's an alternative to doing heavier skull crushes. This one is great because the emphasis on the exercise is at the bottom where you feel it stretching your tricep. You're retracted. I was like, damn it, because I don't want to keep people on my clips. And you know, you'll see the curve in my spine right there. But you don't want to lock out. Go about 3/4 the way up. Focus on the stretch at the bottom. I'm only using 40 pounds because you don't really need to go too crazy on this. And my goal in this exercise in these next few sets, I did record all 3 sets, and so I was going not to failure, but almost failure. So on this first one, you'll see me that I do 18 reps, and then on the next few sets, I do 14 because, you know, I was really feeling it. Triceps are really burning, which is great. This is what I want. So regardless, I didn't get to 18 every time. I hit my goal, basically. And yeah, my spine the curve is real. So the next exercise you'll see me doing is a tricep push down. I am using a straight bar. I prefer it over the rope or the cable, however you want to use. And it really just allows me to push more weight. And wait till that clip plays. Cue the awkwardness. 3, 2, 1, done. Awesome. Alright. Cool. Here we go. So yeah, like I said, I use the straight bar. I prefer it over the rope. It allows me to push more weight, and I feel more of a stretch in my triceps. This one, you want to keep your elbows as close to your core as possible, really focusing on a full range of motion. I see tons of people that don't go all the way up. You're missing out on the full benefit of this exercise. So like I said, come up to the top of your shoulder line, come down, get the good stretch, squeeze the triceps, get that contraction in there. And this, I did 12 reps. I went up in weight. Again, I shot for 12, and the last few were kind of grindy. And so I did drop the weight on the third set. So I was able to complete my reps without killing my form, without cheating a little too much. As you notice, when I grind it out, I kind of sway a little bit to push it down. Here it is. Boom. So, and now I'm doing a tricep dip. This first machine, excuse me, the first piece of equipment I used, I was noticing that my elbows were flaring out quite a bit, and I was feeling it a lot more in my lower chest, which is fine, but that's not really what I was trying to focus on. So I did move to the machine over next to me to finish out that set, and I was going up, and I noticed there was a bar behind my head, and I did hit my head, so I was like, I'm going to move this next set, and that's exactly what I did. So I pushed it up, and it's over, and really focusing, finishing out. Excellent exercise. I add some weight sometimes, depending on how I'm feeling. Towards the end of this workout, I was really tired from switching locations. But that's the video, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.